Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on Star Trek Voyager. We are about to do the away mission onto the planet where our people are being held, so let's see who we can pick. We've got Chakotay, Tom Paris and Tuvok. I think we're going to take Chakotay and we're going to take Tuvok. That gives us kind of a mix of an all-round, so let's see how this goes. Innovator. Who doesn't? We don't have an innovator. The away team materializes in a small valley between the dead volcanoes. The sun burns down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and dry, and a sandy wind whips in their eyes. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning, probably because of the energy impulses. How do we get our bearings in this dust bowl? Okay, we can orient yourself using the cardinal points. Let's see if Chakotay can manage that. He can. Using his survival skills and the position of the sun, Chakotay determines the cardinal directions. He navigates the team through the rocky valley, eventually reaching a rocky ledge, gaining a better view of the surrounding area. In the distance, they spot the Kazon Ogla settlement. However, the wind is picking up and a massive sandstorm is approaching from the south. Captain, the sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. I think we're going to struggle here. Let's see if we can manage our Tuvok. Oh, we did. He managed it. Thank God for that. The away team quickly analyzes the terrain, discovering a natural crevice offering the best protection from the storm. Rock walls shield them from the worst of the wind and sand. After what seems like an eternity, the storm subsides. The away team emerges unharmed and sets off in the direction of the Kazon Ogla settlement. Captain, we've reached the settlement. How should we approach the people here? Approach in typical Starfleet manner. Let Neelix do the introduction. Approach intimidatingly. Let's should we approach in typical Starfleet manner? Let's give it a go. Critical success. The away team approaches with open hands and peaceful expressions, open to convey their good intentions. The Kazon Ogla woman and children seem scared but curious, watching from a distance. The men approach cautiously, weapons at the ready. A tall Kazon emerges from the settlement, jabbing their leader. At the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman who looks nothing like the Kazon, but more like a human with pointy ears, peers around a corner. Seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we appease them, Captain? Offer water in exchange for information about the Ocampa. Assure them you have no bad intentions. I'm wondering which one we do. Let's assure them we have no bad intentions. The away team calmly explains their peaceful intentions, emphasizing their desire to find their missing crew. The diplomatic approach eases the tension, and Jabin explains that the Ocampa live underground. Their access controlled by the caretaker, who also provides their only source of water. As proof, Jabin points to the bruised woman he is holding as a slave, an Ocampa. He explains that she is one of the few who have managed to reach the surface. Suddenly, Neelix grabs a phaser. He points to Jabin and demands the Ocampa woman be freed. Sometimes certain approaches in away missions bear additional risks. Dangerous approaches are marked by a danger level indicator. Failing such a challenge can result in injuries or even fatalities. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. We should retreat. Okay, so which one do we do? Appease and carefully withdraw. Let's secure it with phaser fire. I want these rewards. Your choice has consequences. The away team lays down covering fire, forcing the Kazon to take cover. This allows them to minimize their exposure to enemy fire. Jabbing, though furious, seems to acknowledge the away team's fighting skills to escape with no casualties. Okay. And we have some level ups. Safely back on Voyager, nearly surprised as the rest of the away team as he and the rescue woman kiss passionately. How deep does the relationship between the two go? My dearest Kez, didn't I promise I'd save you? I knew you would come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Neelix. It was desperate, Captain, but I understand I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Jamin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There is a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if it has the slightest breach. A transporter signal amplifier would be necessary. Excellent idea. Kez, can you help us once we've located the breach? Of course, it's the least I can do. I'm grateful now. Why she came to the surface? Why did you leave your home? I felt a strong pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for freedom to discover new things and learn about myself. Seeing my people so dependent on the caretaker, unable to even think for themselves, it was unbearable. We once possessed telepathic abilities, but those atrophied over many generations. What does she know about the caretaker? What can you tell us about the caretaker? But for generations, he provided the Ocampo with food, water, energy, and protection from the outside world. Any idea why he does it or where he came from? No, we do have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. And how did they meet? Yes, Mr. Neelix, I'm curious. How did you two meet? I met Kes while I was trading with the Kez on Ogla. They enslaved her, but she was kind even to someone like me. I had to get her out. He visited, brought me gifts, made me laugh. He was the only good thing in that terrible place. We fell in love. I admit I usually catch and apologise, but I'll do it again in a heartbeat. We have things to do. So we'll get started on transporter signal amplifier and Kes. We'll go to sick bay and have you examined. Okay. Sick bay. Repair and activate the science lab to research the transport signal amplifier and repair and activate the sick bay. We have no work crews, so let's go to the system and let's go and grab this deuterium here. Okay. Enter the ship. Excellent. And let's get the sick bay repaired and the science lab repaired. Science lab has been repaired. Captain, the science lab is back online. We can start researching the signal amplifier. Okay, where is our signal amplifier? I'm not seeing anything here. Science? Nope. Combat? Nope. Science lab? Ah, unexplored. There it is. There we go. Right. Sick bay is ready. Injured and sick crew will be placed in the sick bay automatically. After treatment, they'll go back to work. Increase the efficiency of the sick bay by signing a suitable hero. Computer, initiate emergency medical holographic program. With no other options available, Captain January activates Voyager's emergency medical hologram. A shimmering figure materializes in sick bay, ready to provide critical care. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Doctor, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sick bay for now and this patient, Kes. There's no need for concern. I am capable of treating any injury, disease. Vulcan ulnar, if you minor bruises and graze, there's nothing I can't handle. You are in the most capable hands, young lady. Thank you, Doctor. That's very kind of you. I expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best, Captain. I am programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a patient to attend to and a sick bay to reorganize. Excellent. Right. Okay, deploy to collect probes for a safer, though less efficient collection, or risk to fly directly into the atmosphere. You know what? Let's go risky on this one. We're probably going to lose it. We didn't. Oh, we're full storage though. Oh wow. Can we increase our storage? In engineering, that's a shuttle bay. Voyager is an awesome looking ship. What's this here? Oh, it's a lift. Okay. What do we got? Borg technology, combat technology, crew, or maintenance. Engine, cargo bay. There we go. That's the cargo bay. Okay, so we could look at. I'm going to try and clear this room here. No life support. Oh, okay. So we need to turn the life support on, which uses materials. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. We'll put cargo bay on for now. 5 cycles. So we'll head here for 4 cycles. Okay. Access the tech tree to research new upgrades. This way you can upgrade rooms or unlock passive bonuses to improve efficiency. Certain technologies first require an upgrade of the tier of a technological category. Unlocking the new technology costs research points. Research points are produced by active science labs, but can also be gained as rewards, which we have been doing. Captain, the blueprints for the signal amplifier are complete. However, to start production we need to repair the workshop. Let us repair our workshop. Inspired workforce. High morale threshold. Bonuses are increased by 20%. Reveal the technology. Hey, go on, we'll do a research. Why not? Okay, we detected a small debris field scattered across a wide area. Debris appears to be remnants of a vessel. Maybe we can find something useful. Use a tractor beam to try to clump up the debris freezer collection. Do we have a tractor beam? No. Okay. We have no Borg nanites. 1 cycle, so let's start making our way back. There we go. Each cargo bay can only store 1 type of resource. Build more cargo bays or upgrade existing ones to increase the amount you can store. Workshop repair counting, we can start production of the signal amplifier. Okay, where's our cargo bay that I just built? Cargo bay is storing extra deuterium, or it will be doing. 3 cycles. Okay, that means we can go and grab that other stuff. Oh, we've not. Well, I got deuterium there. Let's go and grab that deuterium. Signal amplifier blueprints crafted. The signal amplifier has been completed and is ready for use, Captain. It would be wise to make haste back to Ocampa. Well, I'm currently collecting some deuterium, so. Captain, I need to address the lack of quarters. Many are sleeping in the corridors. Morale is suffering. Let's build a quarter to accommodate all the crew. Enter the ship. Engineering, what can we do? Small battery compartment, what does that do? Oh, okay, that's useful. Plasma torch, clear rooms gives 20%. Oh, that's decent. Okay, right, let's have a look at what we have. Let's shield generator. Ruined room. Let's clear this one, and we'll clear this one. System. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Send away team. Let's go. So we have Kess. We'll have Chakotay and Tuvok again. Start mission. Upon materializing near the tunnel entrance, a group of Kazon is already there, tinkering with the security barrier in frustration. As soon as they notice the away team, they flinch in fear and back off a bit. Watch out, shouts one of them. The foreign warriors are back. Captain, the Kazon seem hesitant, almost fearful. What are our orders? Do we bluff to open fire? Yes, let's risk it. The away team to point their faces at the Kazon, issuing a clear warning: retreat or face the consequences. Then, with a dramatic flare, they start counting to 3. The Kazon, visually intimidated, hastily back away and disappear into the rocky terrain. The away team then enters the tunnel unopposed. Captain, we've reached the tunnel entrance, using the transport signal amplifier now to find possible breaches in the security barrier. Okay, we're successful. The play team deploys the transport signal amplifier, carefully scanning the barrier for any vulnerabilities. After a tense few minutes, they locate a small breach in the energy field. They successfully transport themselves through the opening and into the tunnel. Beyond the barrier, the tunnel opens into a breathtaking sight. Embedded in a large cavern is a futuristic environment with smooth white walls glowing in warm white light and sprinkled with patches of green. This is the Ocampa city. Captain, we're inside the Ocampa city, but it's a maze of streets and chambers. How should we proceed to find Harry and B'Elanna? Let Kez lead the search. Let's risk it. She's fatigued, but let's risk it. We successfully did it. Kez approaches a group of Ocampa, respectfully asking for assistance in locating the missing Hannah and B'Elanna. Harry and B'Elanna. I don't know what I did there. The Ocampa, touched by their concern, eagerly provide directions to a medical facility. The away team eventually finds their crew members, awake but disorientated, surrounded by strange medical equipment. B'Elanna, wary of the unfamiliar faces, instinctively reaches for a weapon, but before any confrontation can occur, the ground starts to shake violently. A message from Captain Janeway cuts through the joy of reunion. The caretaker array has apparently repositioned itself and is now firing at the tunnel entrance. We need to get out of here. Lead the team through the collapsing tunnels, or clear a path for any debris or obstacle. Let's go. Oh, we almost had a critical. The away team quickly navigates the collapsing tunnels. They dodge falling debris and leap over widening chasms, escaping the crumbling ceiling just in time. Soon they reach the exit security barrier, and the only thing standing between them and their escape. The tremors are interfering with the signal amplifier's focus cat, and the connection is constantly being interrupted. We can't beam out like this. We can either stabilize the transport signal amplifier by adjusting its frequency and modulation, which none of them can do. Analyze the tremors, interference pattern, and recalibrate the transport signal amplifier accordingly. And we can do that. Excellent. The team analyzes the tremors, interference pattern, and quickly recalibrates the transporter signal amplifier to compensate. Transporter signal stabilizes, allowing the away team to lock onto the beam and materialize safely back on Voyager. That was good. More promotions or more level ups. Back on Voyager, Hurricane breathes a sigh of relief while B'Elanna terrors eyes her Starfleet rescuers with suspicion. The Marquis engineer struggles to understand this sudden alliance. Miss Torres, welcome aboard Voyager. I'm Captain Catherine Janeway and Ensign Kim. It's good to have you back in one piece. What for duty, Captain? I didn't think I'd ever see Voyager again. It's good to be back. What the hell is going on here, Chakotay? Since when are we coaching up to Starfleet? It's a long story, B'Elanna. Let's just say we had to compromise to get you back. And we share a common goal, getting back home. Anything you learned on the planet could help us. Ask him to learn anything about the caretaker. Did you learn anything about the caretaker? He's been acting weird lately. Apparently abducting people is a new hobby of his. Only increasing the campus power supply enough to last them for 5 years, if I recall correctly. And he destroyed the tunnels. It sounds like he's preparing something, but what? What did he learn about the Ocampa? What can you tell us about the Ocampa? Annoyingly friendly and incredibly naive. They won't last 5 minutes on the surface. Apparently been living underground for 500 generations. That's true, our ancestors lived on the surface once. Ancient journals tell us Tell us the caretaker opened a deep chasm and led us underground. Any idea why? The camper mentioned something called the warming. The day our surface turned into a desert, on that day the caretaker appeared and built our city. Since then he has provided for the camper to ensure their survival. There is enough evidence for me to form a reasonable hypothesis, Captain. The camper home will turn into a desert from one day to the next. The caretaker's immediate arrival seemed to be no coincidence. I assume he is responsible for the ecological damage building the underground city, and caring for them he seems to be trying to make amends. In addition, it was mentioned that the caretaker provided the camper with a mere 5 years' worth of energy, coupled with the destruction of the access tunnels. And his frequent references to running out of time, and the logical conclusion is that he does not intend to continue his role as caretaker. I believe he is dying. If he dies, how the hell are we supposed to get home? Why were they sent? The caretaker mentioned that you might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in strange ulcerations. The camper said we were sent away to prevent some kind of plague. Except we weren't sick before we met the guy. They also said the caretaker had sent others with the same disease, but they didn't recover. I want you both in sick bay now. The condition is unusual. It appears to be a cellular disruption caused by the introduction of foreign genetic material. Their bodies are rejecting it rather violently, I might add. Unfortunately, a few more days and the cellular disruption would have been fatal. Foreign genetic material for what purpose? An excellent question. Commander, it appears to have been introduced deliberately. Or why anyone would want to inject them with incompatible DNA is beyond my comprehension. Prognosis, Doctor. I've already started the treatment with my expertise. They should make a full recovery. The Doctor's discovery further confirms my hypothesis, Captain. Aware of his immediate death, the caretaker is enacting measures to safeguard the camper for as long as possible. However, they will run out of energy eventually, so he seeks a successor, one who will continue his work. This explains the abduction and subsequent testing of individuals from various sectors. If he dies before finding a super successor, we'll be stranded. We have to return to the array before it's too late. Captain, given the caretaker's reluctance to cooperate, a more assertive approach may be necessary. The Vulcan's right. If that overgrown energy blob won't send us home, we'll blast our way out. Phasers, torpedoes, the whole shebang. I believe a bit of tactical planning is in order. Shields first, then phasers. Captain, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the cargo bay is overflowing. If we find any more of this resource, we'll have nowhere to put it. We would just have to leave it behind. I was wondering if you could expand our storage capacity, perhaps with a new cargo bay. I did build a cargo bay already, so that's annoying. Right, before we continue with work on our badly damaged ship, we are going to... I love that deflector, right? Looks pretty cool. Navigational deflector. It's pretty cool. I don't know what's beeping at me. Okay. Right, so what we'll do is we'll head to the Class L planet, and then we will leave it there. We're going to gather the resources. Do we have space for the resources? No, we're full. So we'll leave for now, actually. But what we will do is we'll leave it there for this episode. Let me know in the comment section what you're thinking, suggestions, ideas, or anything like that. But until next time, everybody, take care for now, and I shall see you all on the next one. Bye-bye for now.